but we could only fit 33,000 in it before the weight was too much. We could fit 35 hay, but not conditioned grass. This one has the weight capacity as well as the volume capacity, which is nice. Okay, we are done with that one. Let's turn the collector off. We'll pull over by our little orange doodad and refill the tank. So, not quite a whole tank to collect that. Now, in theory, here's a thought. What I can do is I could set this up with exactly the same course as the windrower here. So, what you can do is that thing there is a copy. Now, if I jump back to this guy here, actually let's pull forward a little bit, and if I click on that, it will paste this course onto this tractor. Now, I'm not sure how good this is going to work. Because of the proximity of the hedge at this end, what I might do is I'm not going to do first waypoint, I'm going to do nearest waypoint, and then I'm going to turn in round about here and just say, you know what, do your thing. I was on the wrong direction course, so this row was going the other way. But what now happens is you can sit there and watch that while I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in a minute. Well, it looks like I missed a lot of fun. But this is one of the advantages of using a centre drop windrower, in that you can drop the, you can set up a course on a windrower or harvester or anything, and then you can copy that course to something that doesn't have a big pickup like loading wagon or baler, and those bits of equipment will follow the same course, and and do all the stuff it needs to do. So I can turn that off. Get back to here. And lift that up. Yeah, like I did before, actually, you know what? Like I did before. Do the corners that are closest together at this end, we'll do the corners at the other end. Now, in all likelihood, this will probably be the last vehicle I'm driving today. So, possibility is here. I'll get it to mow the other field, and then do that field there manually because the shed got in the way, and then we can put this away. So the windrower's now done completely. I'm not going to row this field today. I'll start that off first thing November 2, and collection is collection. Oh, this is kind of a leisurely pace, I guess. Still. And it's 1 o'clock now, so sun is definitely falling in the sky. So, my train didn't come yesterday. I don't know exactly when it's due to arrive. Sadly, I believe I am supposed to have received an email from the courier to say, here's your tracking number. Unfortunately, I didn't get that email. So, all I know is they like to take 5 to 7 business days, and yesterday was number 5. Not sure delivery today is actually an option, so although it could be. I could be looking at either today or any time up to Tuesday. And I might take a photo of it when I get it. Okay, we have to go into forward drive mode because really forward drive is the thing. So this time we'll head down here. And we'll do our last big field. I think they're about 3 acres each. So lots, well, what do we got? We got about 250,000 so far. So I'm looking at maybe 1 million litres of grass and change. Okay, here we are. So flip that, do that. There's the thing. Do the course. And that's probably as good as it's going to get. Let's tell the dude to go. And he's going to get all sorts of royally confused here. And go, yes. Okay, since it's now 1 o'clock, there is a 3-metre cedar. Yeah, 6M. That's kind of nice. Grassland subset. I think I got one of those. Indeed, I do. A 9RX. That's nice. I can't afford that. Actually, that's still the equipment we already looked at. That was the last thing I looked at. So there is a manure truck, a thing, a Tedder, which might be bigger than the one we have, a forage mixer with 3,300 litres. Yeah, not good. And another one of those. Yay. 100 horsepower on that one. So I could go for the 100 horsepower one, and then I've got a Renault to TED with, and a Renault to mow with, or bale with. Small bale, small round wrapping bales, as opposed to big giant square ones. Big giant square ones go on the back of the 800 because they just do. Okay. So how's maintenance on this? This is actually looking not too bad. I think everything was round about 100 when we started. So I'm kind of good with letting it get rained on. And I should check when the rain's coming, because that might be serious. So I will stop that there. Boop. Turn the engine off, and I will check the weather. Weather says 4 o'clock rain. Okay. I think what I can do here, I'll close, well, I'm going to turn all the lines off for now. And I'm going to go back to driving this myself. But always remembering that I now have an option to course play any of the rows on this field if I desire. So, it begins. Windrower is about, the mower is about 20 minutes. This will probably take me longer than 20 minutes. But see, the trick here is I could put the mower into that last small field behind the shed. And, oh, damn. A little bit of momentum there that the tractor's not quite coping with. And let this collect up that field. While I finish off mowing that field. Okay. Now, another thing I am probably able to do is to go in from the other end, reverse in from the other end, and fill in what's down there too. So windrow, I might want to do more than 2 windrows, just so. Not sure if I'm doing 2 or 3. It looks like I'm doing 2, but it would give this kit more room to move around at the ends. Anyway, now the plan is I'm going to collect from the awkward corner bit, so that we're not, if I do have to resort to courseplay doing this, I'm not going to be trying to collect everything down here. So, this isn't too bad. Windshield can do with the wipe. But I'll manually collect this side of the field because it's just going to be a pain in the butt otherwise. And this looks like a nice little row. And the courseplay was moving us at least along here, right to left, which means it's a harder turn at the other end because of the trees and everything. Now what I'm going to end up here with is I'm going to do a turn to the right, which means I've got much more time to line up on the path. Before I have to worry about the other bits. At the other end it's straight, so it's not going to be too much of a problem for me to grab grass and turn in. And somewhere here, or like right there, that looks like a really nice row. And we are at 44,000. I'm probably not going to clean this row. $58, 49, and you done yet? Come on. Thank you. 50. we've looked at that. We looked at the store sales and yeah, nothing I'm really desirous of, so darn. Turning out of here is not quite as easy as turning in, so I think what I have to do is go this way. I think we had the same problem last time with the 960, 940. It was just not able to make that turn. But it's a farm track, so nobody else is worried about my shenanigans there. Now the other thing I could do if I felt like it is change the time-lapse speed. We play at ×3, I could change it to ×1, which would give me more than ample time to collect this field and finish all of the grass work we need to finish. But I am not going to do that. We're going to try and remain true to our rule set. And we're just going to keep running until nightfall. Or at least until 4 o'clock when it starts raining. And at that point, I probably don't want to be driving on the fields, getting mud into everything. The mower has 12 minutes, 12 and a half minutes to go. And that means ×3 is about 36 minutes to finish, so it'll be about 3:30 by the time the mower finishes the current field. We're kind of not going to get any further there. Alrighty. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to be selling silage in December, so we'll probably sell the maize first because that's actually ready to sell now. Theoretically, if there is a great demand for maize silage, it may behoove us to get that bank emptied. But primarily, I would be interested to see what difference we have in the amount of grass silage versus the amount of maize silage for this year. Considering that the grass silage came from all the fields, the maize silage only came from 2 of them. Which is an interesting thing. Or at least it is to me. Working with the numbers. Okay, this time I am going to break in here. Should break into the bottom. Oops. Probably doesn't matter too much. We can make 1, 2, probably over 2 rows, maybe 2.5 rows here. And the other thing I did want to look up was our environmental scores, but I think we can hold off on that until the rain starts. But everything that we could have done to these fields has been done. Or, in theory, everything that we need to do to these fields has been done. And nothing's going, or nothing apart from the nitrogen is going to change anything from now until the next time we harvest. So I have to make sure that I put the nitrogen on the field and everything else that gets done. What I didn't do was check the weather for tomorrow. That's a little bit of an oversight, I think. We should be able to cut through that one. And then probably not this one. And I hope this is a full row. Yeah. Okay. Although we're very close to full again. Oh, there's that, I guess. Workers should be chewing up, yeah. Workers are chewing up our money a little bit. Not too significant. It's going to get us to the end of the year, so. Actually, all I'm really worried about is getting to the end of the month. Because come December, it's sell time, and that's going to be good for us. And then I think apart from wanting a big M, and I might look at contracts to make up the difference there, we want to buy some fields. Now I did look at the fields around the farm. The 4 grass fields are still up over 20%. I think 30%, 35%. So they're not exactly cheap. But all of the other fields are now worse value for money than average. So nothing looks good around the farm right now. Which is a pity. But that could change by spring, and by spring that's the sort of time I want to start looking at, okay, what fields do I want to start messing with? Okay, let's back this in there.